Welcome to today's deep dive. We are so glad you're here with us because, well, today we're looking at a pretty hard truth.
Yeah, a very uncomfortable one for, a lot of productivity nerds, honestly.
Right. It's this idea that your beautifully organized, perfectly color-coded digital workspace is completely useless if your amygdala is melting down.
Exactly. I mean, usually when people talk about building these highly productive systems, there's this expectation of just pure external perfection.
Like you sit down, you look at your glowing digital dashboard, all the dials are perfectly aligned, and you think, yeah, I'm ready to conquer the world.
But if the engine inside your own head is literally on fire, that polished exterior isn't going to save you at all.
No, it really won't. So our mission today is to explore the ultimate architecture of productivity and growth for you. And we are going on a massive journey to do it. I mean, starting from the deepest biological wiring of human emotion.
Which is fascinating on its own, but then we're moving into frameworks for accelerated learning and habit building.
And extending all the way out to complex digital workspaces and enterprise-scale server automations. We have a really diverse stack of sources today.
We do. We're pulling from psychological research on emotional maturity and attachment theory, documentation for mental fitness, and then getting really technical with tools like Workflowy, Notion, and Alteryx.
Right, because it's a vital progression from the biological to the digital. Before you can learn a new language or program an API, you have to understand the hardware you're actually running on.
If you don't understand your own neurological baseline, any system you build is essentially built on sand.
Okay, let's unpack this because the research draws a very sharp, almost uncomfortable line between emotional intelligence, or EI, and emotional maturity, EM.
Yeah, people confuse those constantly.
Right, so EI is like having a dashboard that tells you your car engine is overheating, but EM is actually pulling the car over and fixing the engine instead of just sitting there screaming at the dashboard.
What's fascinating here is the underlying neurology of that exact analogy. I mean, emotional intelligence is just awareness. It's reading the gauge.
Like you know you're angry.
Yeah, you know you're angry or you know someone else is frustrated. But emotional maturity is the application of that awareness. It's the physical, actual neurological ability to choose logic and empathy over impulse.
Over just getting super defensive.
Exactly. And to understand why that is so incredibly difficult in the heat of the moment, you have to look at the brain's physical hardware.
The prefrontal cortex and the amygdala, right?
Right. So you have the prefrontal cortex right behind your forehead, which is your logical decision-making center. And then deep inside the brain, you have the amygdala, your primitive fear center.
The survival arm.
Exactly. For emotional maturity to actually happen, your prefrontal cortex has to actively inhibit, essentially boss around the amygdala.
But the amygdala